Sandra to be with him. So immediately he started driving a divide between her and her boyfriend. He would leverage his power in the industry to just have control over her. And it's just a horrible, horrible situation.
So on the 16th of November of 2023, P. Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, filed a lawsuit detailing a years-long series of abuse perpetuated on her by Diddy. Ventura claims she was trapped in a cycle of sexual abuse, violence, and sex trafficking, listing that Diddy, A, raped Mrs. Ventura in her home after she tried to leave him, B, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding, C, blew up a man's car after he learned that he was romantically interested in Mrs. Ventura, D, forced Mrs. Ventura to engage in sexual acts with male sex workers while masturbating and filming the encounters, ran out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rival industry executive whom he learned was nearby.
Alright, never mind. He could have absolutely killed Tupac if he's assassinating rival industry executives.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for what it's worth, I don't know if you clarified, but the car explosion was actually Kid Cudi being the victim. So Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway, and P. Diddy is the one that's blamed for it.
Cassie was in a relationship with producer Ryan Leslie from 2004 to 2007. It appeared from the start, however, that Diddy was interested in a relationship with Cassie. He started to push her away from Ryan and forced a divide between them. Diddy was in a long-term relationship with Kim Porter, which ended in 2007 due to his alleged infidelity. Even while in his previous relationships, Diddy would apparently not allow Ryan, her boyfriend, around, flirting with Cassie and forcing her to do drugs while she was in private with him. Cassie was young and impressionable. Diddy flaunted his wealth, showing his ability to look after her or control her. Diddy had the ability to skyrocket Cassie's career, but in return, he seemed to have wanted her obedience and loyalty. She feared that rejecting him would harm her future career and album deal, so she eventually went along with his request.
So just the age-old manipulation tactic that all these Hollywood producers and all these executives have used time and time again. It's like,
you want to be famous, don't you?
Yeah, you want to be famous. Just holding it over their head. Just some awful stuff. The stuff that started the Me Too movement, obviously. Harvey Weinstein. Stuff like that, obviously. Just massive amounts of pervasive corruption that's kind of systemic in all those entertainment industries. And yeah, I'm not shocked at all that Diddy is one of them, the biggest proponents of it.
Yeah, people using their power to get sex. Yeah. Casey decided to leave, prompting Diddy to repeatedly message her throughout the night, accusing her of leaving him high and alone.
Imagine getting those kinds of messages and these actions from what is ostensibly your boss. Because he is. He's here. He's a boss. Come back, frowny face. Yeah.
Just gonna leave me like this? I'm scared.
I'm high and I don't want to be alone. Why have you never messaged me like that, Charlie?
The phrase of that did seem kind of juvenile, accusing her of leaving him high and alone.
I'll start sending you those text messages, Jackson. I was like in a bar. It's like, Jackson, I'm so lonely.
Why did you come? Why aren't you here?
Allied destroyer coordinates received. Mission coordinates logged.
But it's a little funny. Someone whose whole mantra is like, as a big tough and rubber rapper, part of the lawsuit said he had a cuck fetish, you know?
I mean, this always goes, right? Like, I feel like we see that a lot with, these perceived powerful people, strong guys. It's always like, well, you actually really like to watch me fuck other dudes in front of them. All the time.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you think you're tough? You think you can take my girl? I bet you'd like to. Why don't you do it right now? Go.
There she is. You think you're so tough? Why don't you fuck my girl? Oh, you think so?
In 2007, there was another instance where Diddy paid a promoter to create a fake flyer for a party supposedly hosted by Casey. This provided her with an excuse to travel to Miami and with her boyfriend. Casey was unknown under this building to manipulate others in the line for him, and she felt extremely uncomfortable with the entire situation. But this guy here made a flyer. Casey alleges that Diddy ordered his management controlled everything every aspect of her life. He introduced her to a lifestyle permeated by drug use, which contributed to her compliance. He insisted that she refer to him as Pop Pop. She called her grandfather Footheads, Musties, Diddy would have his personal staff accompany Casey during all of her day-to-day activities, and even some of her medical records sent to his email address. The example listed in the lawsuit is from when Casey suffered memory loss, possibly due to intravenous use and drug abuse. When she had an MRI, her results were sent to Diddy and not her. Diddy also made Casey get prescriptions from his doctor in her name, medication that he was addicted to. He exhausted his own supply of pills.
Calling down a support weapon.
Often shows bouts of incredibly violent physical rage, apparently beating Casey multiple times each year, leaving bruises all over her body. He would go to
Did this motherfucker just take my gun? I'm fucking dead.
She recalled that for one particular party, which Jay-Z was named as being in attendance, that Diddy did from the get her and forced her out of the on Fifth Avenue. She was scared to take her to her apartment, but was so traumatized and afraid of Diddy that she had the realization that she could never tell anyone without where Diddy discovered that Casey had a conversation with another music producer at a party in Los Angeles in 2009. Casey wanted to discuss her number with the producer. In response, Diddy abruptly removed Casey from the party and started her car. Allegedly, Diddy forcibly pushed her into a corner of the car and proceeds to, quote, stomp on her face. Despite the presence of Diddy's security team, the situation escalated beyond their control and showed her just how well, I've got security and people are trying to stop me. Casey was expected to find locations in higher 10 seconds and one. Situations being frequent, sometimes lethal. He would become so intoxicated and belligerent during these situations and would allegedly also beat Casey in front of the spectators. The lawsuit lists multiple locations for this, what Diddy referred to as our secret to Casey. What happened, including Trump International Hotel, the London Hotel, the Intercontinental Hotels, and more. Then, hotel suites would be decked out with baby oil and Astroglide, and Diddy would provide Casey and the sex worker with seemingly endless supply of drugs, including ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, weed, and alcohol. What's GHB? I have no idea. I don't know what that stands for. Diddy would film these encounters, and even when Casey played the videos, Diddy would claim that he had backups. So, using it for blackmail, probably, like, yeah, absolutely. Casey tried to escape Diddy multiple times, but he utilized his staff. During a brief breakup, Casey actually dated musician Kid Cudi. Diddy was irate as he had found her phone and saw emails between her and Kid Cudi. He merely had a manual orchestra in his hand and charged towards Casey in an attack. In a panic, Casey escaped Kid Cudi's home. She returned to Diddy, however, as she felt as though she had no choice as to just offer her. Diddy was still enraged and hit her multiple times. Casey says that he threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car. During this time, Kid Cudi's car did explode in his driveway, and Cudi has since come out and confirmed her version of these events. It's really just a coincidence or yeah, just faulty wiring somewhere. Casey says she was stuck in a cycle of abuse, trying to run away, being trapped, apologizing, and coming back. It was rotation bruises, black eyes, busted lips, and heavy amounts of makeup. She believes that Diddy paid Intercontinental Century City $50,000 for always security footage that showed him being committed from the last year.
And that's fucking true. That is true, and they have proof to back that up. The Intercontinental Century City is complicit in hiding evidence of domestic abuse. Fuck whoever
yeah, it had to be a manager or something, right? Because it's not like 50,000 is a bribe to the whole organization, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes with individuals, so they need to find the individual.
They arranged a dinner in 2018 where she thought they would be discussing their official separation. However, instead they returned to her apartment after the dinner and worked his way in and onto him. He She repeatedly asked to take off and attempted to push him away. She was sexually assaulted, and this left her traumatized, and says she continues to suffer emotional distress. Just one day after the lawsuit was brought against Diddy, they settled outside of court. The terms of this were not disclosed, and Diddy's attorney in a statement made it clear this was not an admission of wrongdoing. Cassandra's statement in this says, I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support. And Diddy's statement says, we have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Casey and her family all the best. Love.
This next allegation is from a woman named Liza Gardner. On November 24th of 2023, another lawsuit was filed against Diddy and singer Aaron Paul. So there was a suit against two people. By Liza Gardner, for battery, sexual assault, and negligent infliction of emotional distress. The lawsuit was filed within the time frame of the Adult Survivors Act. Details an event that happened in 1990. Basically what happened was Liza and her friend were invited to New York City by a few close friends of theirs who were members of a chart-topping record group, recording group signed to MCA Records, which Diddy was a part of. Liza was from North Carolina at the time. She recounts they met up with Diddy and Aaron at the offices of MCA Records where an event was being held at the time. Diddy and Aaron were very flirtatious and offered rounds of drinks all throughout the night. So remember, this is in 1990, so this is a long time ago by this point. Diddy then extended an invitation to Liza and her friend to join them at Aaron's apartment for an after party there. Liza alleges that she was offered additional drinks and coerced into engaging in sexual activity with Diddy. Following the assault, Aaron allegedly barged into the room and proceeded to assault her as well. After the ordeal, Liza hastily dressed and fled the apartment with her friend following closely behind. And when they were speaking to each other afterwards, they kind of recounted their experiences, and a lot lined up, suggesting that both women had been exchanged between both Aaron and Diddy. Days later, Diddy turned up to where Liza and her friend were staying, and he acted in a Diddy-esque irate manner, something come to know and kind of experience over the next 30 years as being pretty common with Diddy. He began to choke Liza to the point where she passed out, and he was also searching for her friend out of worry that she would alert the authorities about what had happened. This lawsuit goes into just really disturbing details, like apparently Aaron Paul had bragged about engaging in sexual activity with minors as well. Like there's information in the lawsuit about that specifically, and he confirmed that Diddy was sometimes in the room happening, so he was at least listened to the conversations about some really disgusting stuff happening with minors. So one thing that you did mention here is that she was 16 at the time. Liza Gardner was 16 during that period. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I double checked that. Yeah, during in DC, they did a complaint filed by Gardner on Tuesday, which was like a week ago. Paid by NBC said she was 16 at the time. Too young to consume alcohol or consent to sex. So that's in the amended lawsuit. Maybe that's why it's that might be why it's not there. Because I remember seeing that headline, and the fact that one married is probably important to mention as well. So yeah, maybe just listening to this is pretty brand new. Charlie, you said next one. Sure. This next one is Dickerson Needle vs. Combs on the 23rd of November 2023. A lawsuit was filed against Diddy Bad Entertainment and Combs Enterprise LLC. By Joy Dickerson Needle for suffering as a result of being drugged and sexually assaulted and abused. Filed in the time frame of the Adult Survivors Act, same as Liza Gardner. Joy was a student at Syracuse University studying psychology, looking to make a step in the music industry and also working with odd jobs such as a receptionist at a renowned talent agency and as a location scout. They met and made several advances on Joy, but she admitted that he had a reputation for being bad and rejected every time. So we already had that reputation. So this is 1990. Yeah, or even had like a magic around the thing the same. January 1991, she eventually agreed to stay in New York, but she chose the Wells restaurant in Harlem as she was reluctant to the employees there. She started to feel more comfortable. They were sharing drinks and food. They had a point to say that there was a period of time when she went to the bathroom, she left her drink unattended. Diddy did not want to date. Diddy did not want to date to end. Didn't want the babysitter and invited her to run errands with him. And once they were in the car, he brought out his lunch. Originally declining, Joy felt pressure to take it in. Diddy told her that he would have Diddy told her he would have her home with enough time to study. After this, Joy says her memory is incomplete. She remembers feeling rubbery in the legs and being unable to speak. He brought her to a music studio. Then she recalled being outside of where Diddy was staying, possibly thinking that it was his house when the acquaintance of both of theirs came to speak the door. Once inside, she was sexually assaulted. Due to the drug, was unable to fight Diddy off. She says that the day after, she was in so much pain in a way she had never felt before, and held a lot of embarrassment and shame. This resulted in her not going to the hospital or reporting incident, instead seeking safety in her apartment. Devontae Swing, a member of the group Jodeshi, would inform Joy a few days later that Diddy had filmed himself assaulting her and showed him and others the video. She was horrified to hear that everyone had seen it and that it would haunt her for the rest of her life. Joy recalls that Devontae wanted to speak up about it, but was scared that the band would lose their record deal as they were in the midst of recording their album Forever Baby. Holy shit. So, then he saw this video and still didn't do anything about it. And he is bragging about assaulting her and filming it. Holy shit. Not just bragging about it, like they showed the video. Yeah, like they was just willingly showing these to people in the industry. Again, it's just,
And the dude's like, sorry, we got like this whole deal worked out, you know?
yeah, so like I saw you get sexually assaulted, shit, that video was what? We're recording Forever Baby right now, so you can just like tough it up.
Every single time these situations happen where someone gets away with like decades of like assault and abuse and rape and stuff like that, it's always because there were 100 people that were like, yeah, but that didn't want to make things here.
Yeah, we just had so much going on that was in jeopardy if I was to report this. Like, I mean, no, is it bad? Like, you never reported it.
It'd be great on iTunes, you know, I don't want to kill that momentum or anything.
Calling down a support weapon.
Yeah. What's that fucking saying that's always overused about how, like, one thing that's, like, stuff about, like, bad is bad, yes, yeah, that's the Call of Duty, yeah, and that comes up when you get killed in the I'm pretty sure it's a Churchill quote, which like, so these situations here could have been prevented if people witnessing these events had put aside their goals and then being like targeted by Diddy, and instead done the correct thing and alerted the authorities about just the troubling stuff. This is 1991. You could have stopped Diddy before he ever even spiraled even more out of control. Well, he was successful, so he was claim that he wasn't, and then he gets lost of power, but he wasn't taking the multi-billionaire, or the billionaire media mogul, like, empire creator that he is now. Like, it would have been way more. I also just don't understand, because, like, I feel like you gain so much more by being the one to blow the lid off it, right? Like, a Now band that I'm not even familiar with, and they were so excited for this album that I don't know, but I probably would know them if this was the group that led to him going to jail for these kind of things and stopping them. Like, they would have had so much more success.
I want to begin this out.
But now, another sweet stuff like that. It's a lot more screen time and people taking it seriously. But back then, all of the thing was like, maybe saying like, "Go you" or something, and then like, now they're shot and all believe, okay, yeah, I guess that's true. Back then it was a bit different. Joy tried to file reports against Diddy and had even allegedly spoken to several prosecutors for the intention of pressing charges. Members of the law enforcement told her that she needed witnesses or people who had experienced similar assaults. People around her were terrified to speak up against Diddy, as he was powerful and could ruin future opportunities. He was also known to be violent and seemingly did not want to be at the other end of his anger. God damn it. This is Lil Rod. On 26th of February 2024, a lawsuit was filed against Diddy, his son Justin, multiple members of his staff, and Chalice Recording Studio, Funk Records, Motown Records, Universal Music Group, Combs Global Enterprises, and more by Rodney Jones. Rodney Jones, or Lil Rod, was a former producer and videographer. He worked on 9 songs on Diddy's album Love from September 2022. Oh, he worked on... Sorry, I put all that together. He worked on 9 songs on Diddy's album
Love. From September 2022 to November 20... I thought that was the name of the album, Love from September 2022. I was like, what the fuck is that name?
The album name is Love from September 2022 to November 2023. A very specific period of time of love for Diddy.
Great
Allied
name of
destroyer
love.
has left
So,
squadron.
he worked on that album,
A
9
victory
songs for
for
love.
democracy.
And he lived with Diddy for months at a time. Lil Ron is said to have any witness statements, video, audio records, and images which corroborate his complaint. Apparently, Diddy required Lil Ron to film him all the time.
Which is a great idea. Which is a great idea if you could
Mission coordinates locked.
Daddy, welcome to
Hellpod
Jackass.
Prime. Engaging orbital thrusters. Allied destroyer has left
That's what the annoying
squadron.
about this to me is
Orbit
he's not an
synchronized.
idiot. Well, he is, but he's not an idiot in this way. He's just extremely confident that he's not going to be caught, and no one, care. That's what's so weird. It's his ego.
Yeah. So on several occasions, took his phone and recorded himself. So he started vlogging his own shit too. This has resulted in hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Diddy, his staff, and guests engaging in illegal activity. Lil Ron claims to have irrefutable evidence of the acquisition, use, distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms. The displaying and distribution of unregistered illegal firearms, case 124CB01457, document 1, filed on 2/26/2024, page 7 of 738. Oh, no, just in case anyone wants to check out the case number and they're only listening via audio, so they can go and quickly remember that case number. Mr. Combs providing laced alcoholic beverages to minors and sex workers at his home in California, New York, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Florida.
Man, they got him in 4 different places. Handing out beer to kids.
Keep in mind, he wanted all of this documented. Him lacing alcoholic beverages and giving them to minors and sex workers at his homes.
Do you think he was doing it to jerk off to it, like he was proud of what was happening, or was he actually gonna use it in promotional footage or something?
You think he's jerking off to videos of him hanging out with his friends and stuff?
I don't know why he even wanted to even record. There's nothing that you could use that for. I want to. Hey, Lil Ron, can you pull up that part from
I don't know. Maybe it's when he's feeling lonely. He looks back at it and sees all the fun times.
Helldivers to Hellpods. Repeat. Helldivers to Hellpods.
Video with it. Lifestyle,
I think another easily possible thing is this guy's got actual amnesia, he has memory loss problems from frequent drug abuse, and he just needs this footage to remember his life.
It's like 50 First Dates, the end of 50 First Dates, he wakes up to this playing on the TV his whole life. He's like, oh shit, that's right, I meet women.
Combs Chief of Staff Christina Corham directed her staff to review drugs so she can provide it to Mr. Combs for consumption. Christian Combs drugging and sexually assaulting a woman. Mr. Combs detailing how he planned to leverage his relationship with Bishop TJ Jakes to soften the impact on his public image of Cassie Ventura's lawsuit. Young Miami's cousin and or assistant sexually assaulting Mr. Jones. Actor Cuba Gooding Jr. sexually harassing and assaulting Mr. Jones.
You didn't know about that?
Whoa. No.
Okay, this is interesting, yeah.
That's a name I haven't heard in so
I know. And it's not a great situation for it to pop back up in.
Holy shit. So rapper Redacted on Mr. Combs' yacht consorting with underage girls, sex workers, and R&B singer Redacted in Mr. Combs' Los Angeles home consorting with underage girls and sex workers.
I want to know who they are so bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you guys this article because I looked up Cuba Gooding.
No, it's coming up, it's coming up.
Well, this is 9 hours ago. There's no way it's here.
Oh.
It's just this headline and this picture associated with it is... Fucking extraordinary. So it says Cuba Gooding Jr. surfaces in Miami amid Diddy's drama, and it's him on the back of a golf cart looking like really shocked.
Like he's reading it in real time. He's on his phone. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna throw this up on screen.
He's got like a vacation shirt. He's got like a vacation shirt on. He's going to the yacht.
He's like, shit, I did what? Like he's like, damn, I don't
I sexually assaulted. He's in the next picture. He's shaking his fist. Damn you, little Rod. However, this turned from promises to threats. Allegedly, Diddy even threatened to harm Lil Rod physically, saying he would eat his face off. Diddy even said he would kill his own mother, Janice, to achieve his goals.
unprompted. Just
Yeah, I can imagine how that conversation went. Listen, I will kill my mother right now.
I will in an instant. Janice is reading these fucking allegations, be like, what the fuck? My son said what? That's fucked up.
My son's gonna kill me. Why?
Also, eat his face off? Was he on fucking bath salts at the time? Like, what a probably, yeah. Weird threat.
According to the lawsuit, Diddy was relentless, intimidating, flaunting his firearms, and boasting about his ability to evade consequences for violent acts to so feared individuals like Lil Rod. In September of 2022, Diddy was holding a writers and producers camp at Child's recording studio. Diddy, his son Justin, and a man named G were in a heated conversation that moved from studio into a restroom near where Lil Rod was shitting. Oops.
Because you read restroom.
Yeah, I definitely thought that said shitting because they went to the restroom and I thought they barged in on him pooping.
That's the most fucked up allegation of all. They didn't knock before they barged in.
Where Lil Rod was sitting, which was about 2 feet away from the bathroom. He then heard multiple gunshots ring out. According to Lil Rod, a crowd gathered outside the restroom, and when the door opened, Diddy and his son walked out, and G was lying on the floor in the fetal position, bleeding from his leg/hip area. Lil Rod ran to G and began applying pressure on the wound and demanded that someone call for an ambulance. During this, Diddy and his son had disappeared to another section of the studio. Lil Rod was told by Diddy to inform the police that he was not involved in the shooting at all, and was instead instructed to lie that G was shot standing outside the building in a drive-by incident. What? G would certainly not play along with that, though, right? Wouldn't he be like, no, I got shot by him?
Maybe he was afraid of getting shot again by fucking...
That's true.
Diddy. Who knows?
That is super true, and there's pictures of the aftermath here. Lil Rod says that he still has the clothing that he wore that day, which he thinks may still have G's blood and DNA on it, and provided photos that show the assumed blood and mess inside a bathroom to prove that this wasn't a drive-by shooting. Lil Rod suffers from PTSD, severe anxiety, depression, and insomnia from this event. as the gunshot was so close to where he was sitting that he thought it likely that he himself was about to get hit. So there is photos of this blood in the bathroom and everything.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't seem like a drive-by.
Unless the drive-by was by the bathroom, yeah, I don't think so.
While living with Diddy, Lil Rod says he was the victim of constant and unsolicited groping and sexual harassment by Diddy. He was also forced into working in environments like Diddy's bathroom, where he would walk around naked. Lil Rod expressed his discomfort to Christina Graham, who was chief of staff to Diddy. She responded with, "You know, Sean will be Sean."
Fuck. How was this made? Just what was the
Select an
absurd lengths
operation.
they went to be like, it's just dudes being dudes, alright? Get your pants off. I've got some Astro Glide.
She was fucking chief of staff. Like, she earned that position. But walk around naked, grope everyone. Yeah, it's just, hey, that's just quirky old Sean.
Yeah, maybe you should talk to someone about that instead of perpetuating and accepting it.
She also attempted to downplay the groping as friendly horseplay. That's even What are you getting so upset about, Lil Rod? It's just he diddling your balls. What, you don't do it with your other
Coordinates locked.
But she slaps his ass. It's like just a boy.
Hellpod prime.
Lil Rod also believes that Diddy was grooming him to
Engaging
pass along to his friend
thrusters.
Cuba Gooding Jr. They met on Diddy's boat, and Diddy left Cuba and Lil Rod together in a makeshift studio on the yacht. Cuba then began
Orbit
and touching Lil
synchronized.
Rod and felt extremely uncomfortable in the situation. Apparently, Cuba did not stop until Lil Rod actually pushed them away. Lil Rod says that he was often forced to perform sex acts at his pleasure. Another incident on Thanksgiving saw Diddy asking Lil Rod to solicit sex workers from Booby Trap on the river in Miami. Shout out, did he actually provide? I think it's Booby Trap on the river. Oh, that's the whole name of it. I think so. Like, is there only one river? Booby Trap on the river. Yeah, I have no idea. I've never been. But anyway, did he provide Lil Rod with a bad boy baseball cap and forced him to wear it at you? It was a scene with the sex workers that Diddy was to tell him. Oh my god, I didn't. Diddy squeezed on the door. Lil Rod did not want to do this, but was intimidated like Diddy was forced to. Diddy had some level of power and influence over him. In fact, it was late 2003, Diddy called Lil Rod to lead sex workers back to his home. Lil Rod made his used in bed with two sex workers and Diddy. Yeah, he also details that Diddy hosted a listening statement on the 2023. The party consisted of his son Justin, a redacted R&B artist, sex workers, and underage girls. Apparently, at least 5 of the girls were under the age of 16, and Diddy forced women to drink Leon liquor laced with what Lil Rod believes was ecstasy. No IDs were checked at this party, and Lil Rod says he felt uncomfortable and attempted to leave, but Diddy forced him to stay. Lil Rod says that there are many people in power that attended these sponsored events and listening parties at Diddy's home that should or would have known that the underage girls were present. Apparently, there were specific bottles of alcohol that were only for females and certain bottles only for himself, staff, and friends. That is fucking abominable.
Yeah, that's one of the worst allegations so far, because if this is happening, I mean, it has to happen frequently, right? It's just, yeah, there's so many people involved.
He's got his own code language, so this is definitely pretty.
Oh, yeah, true, like the baseball cap.
Lil Rod also witnessed Christina Karam ordered all assistants to keep Diddy high off gummies and pills and made everyone from butlers to housekeepers walk around with packs filled with multiple types of drugs, so it's readily available if he asked.
Has he ever been sober?
It doesn't sound like it. She made Lil Rod carry around a drug pouch on multiple occasions. Another shocking allegation made in this lawsuit was that Diddy has hidden cameras in every day of his house, which I 100% believe. So my guess is that Stevie J video came from one of Diddy's listening parties.
Hellpod launch initiated.
It's clearly got like a bunch of potential holding down people, and that's probably why Stevie J went back against Lil Rod.
So Diddy has incriminating videos of his music labels and his position about their knowledge and
So he may be wrong. This is, I have never seen any lawyer get any statement in any court accuse people of not the slightest basis, and then try to file an
Show no mercy.
completely
Let the
jettisoning
blood of tyrants fill
every
these
allegation
streets.
under the every claim was doing completely different, and here it is rest. Here it is. Someone else has to be irreconcilable, where you
allegations to support the very same claims. So that's from universal media groups, or music groups, lawyer representation. So they're claiming that because the lawsuit was amended, this is clear, irrefutable proof that some tomfoolery is going on and such. So I don't know if that. I mean, there's fucking photo evidence, literally hours and hours and hours of footage evidence of all the stuff that Lil Rod is talking about here. I mean, throughout the document, I've got the pictures here. So, right, doesn't seem like it's just made up.
I mean, look through the history that you can pull from the other lawsuits, the other victims of Diddy.
So many people feel that. And that brings us to the next thing, which is something that happened very recently. So on Monday, the 25th of March 2024, authorities from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security conducted raids on homes to residences situated in Miami and Los Angeles as part of a federal investigation into sex trafficking. So they clearly had information in them. Yeah, it was a lot of things from the unrelated Homeland Security investigation of sex trafficking that they think the federal government thinks it's worth it to raid 2 of his houses at the same time.
you hear stories all the time about, like, you know, parents would let it happen because they thought it would help the chances of fame or something like this.
I've been many things like this, and the children was like the wolves of Diddy. It's so strange. Like, the children was quiet, Diddy. It's Usher. Which is so strange. I would just hope, like, you can still work with him without, like, say the first place. And the reason.
When Stern followed up by asking if Usher would send his own kids to the Flavor Camp, which is what Diddy told his mentorship program, Usher quickly said, "Hell no. Puppy Flavor Camp? What the fuck? He would have kids come live with him and said it was Puppy Flavor Camp.
He's the king of brandy. This is so out the open. I feel like this is one of those cases where when the dust settles and he's in jail for life for the next couple of years, people will look back and just going to be like, "How the fuck did he pull that off?" This was absolutely fake. People do. I mean, why that? Like, an example of a celebrity wanting something wrong and not doing something about it. Like, Usher's like, "No, said I'm getting public flavor camp. I know what happened to public flavor camp."
Yeah.
You know, you just
Yeah,
do.
Why did I just get one-shotted, dude? Why was I spawned in here?
Request approved. Reinforcements have been lost.
Point leads to the enemy.
Great, all my...
industry that seems to have a habit of turning a blind eye if it means to increase security against aggression. I don't think any of us disagree with that statement.
I don't disagree. Like I said, I think he's guilty of pretty much everything he's accused of. There's evidence really similar stories from so many different people.
Oh my fucking god.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
I imagine deepest, darkest corners.
Ready to liberate.
Right to the honor. And these runs now are paid for their services by even like his PR company. Anything. Don't they get paid in the criminal, ways of working.
Deploying support weapon.
Obviously, I can't show this video, but it is a disgusting thing to witness. And there is here, there's not a deepfake AI or anything like that. It is Mr. P. Diddy mercilessly beating his girlfriend, which corroborates the abuse allegation that has been made against Diddy for a long time now. P. Diddy also came forward and issued an apology. He actually said but I think people are so difficult to explain. Sometimes you gotta do it. That video.
Not today!
He hits right. And then he hits right. There's nothing this guy won't do. He immediately starts his technology video. Is so fucking deep, so difficult to reflect on.
Deploying support weapon.
Like, what the fuck do you do?
Hell diver reporting to the front.
This is the guy that should have locked up for life all the time.
Bag's empty.
Disgusting now. Turn yourself in then. You take disgusting to the nearest police station and turn yourself over.
Found something.
I'm not even sure if the police department did anything about it. They issued this statement once the video started to go viral. They said, "We are aware of the video that has been circulating online, allegedly depicting Sean Holmes assaulting a young woman in Los Angeles. I've said this before, and millions of people have said it, millions of times before me. But the word allegedly has so much heavy lifting in this day and age. It's fucking crazy. Like, I know why they use it in the legal sense, but like, we all just watched P. Diddy beat Cassie, and he himself came forward to confirm that it was him beating Cassie. And they still use the word allegedly. That is like actually cartoonish dog shit there. That word. Video is circulating online.
Ours depend on you for that.
He is perfect. Everyone can see in the video, but whatever. Finding the images extremely disturbing and difficult to watch. The office added that it would not be able to take action against themselves. The conduct depicted occurred in 2016. Unfortunately, we would be unable to charge as the conduct that occurred beyond the timeline for assault. As of today, law enforcement has not been released with the impact depicted in the video. The victim, his friend or family who's been reach out to us for support on Bureau Victim Services. Got it today, Sports fan. That Bureau doesn't sound like it's doing a whole lot of service to the victims.
Holy crap.
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver.
Bad thing. Like, that's not exactly the best service to victims. I got this hotel, and it was a traumatic experience that I've been quiet about for so long. I got a fear for my life. Is there something to do about it? They just say, this is Cassie that's approaching them, by the way. Like, this video wasn't released by...
Cut it out!
I get the statute of limitations. Like, I do understand that in certain contexts, but when it comes to, like, assaults, like brutally beating, and then there's all kinds of things like private crimes, I would imagine there shouldn't really be an expiratory period there. Like, it's a fucking you have to act with this window. That's the end of it.
This is literally the dumbest shit.
Just get some I think it's super fucking stupid. So,
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
yeah, this is some heavy stuff.
Point me to the enemy.
This is stuff.
Calling in
Reinforcements budget depleted.
Some of the pancakes here. He tries to tell us a little sob story here about how it was so hard for him and dealing with the Iraq shit. It was tough for me too. I looking down, he's done any therapy or any rehab or anything. His head.
Oh, we got a support weapon.
Their lives were in ours.
Tendencies. And continue all the way to the present day. So I found at any point in life.
Must defend.
expense of his ability, denying the allegation, and tried to be involved in the music in the worst possible light to make it seem like they were untrustworthy and lying about the whole thing. It's so weird how all of a sudden now that the video is out there and it's irrefutable, all of these allegations made against him, that all of a sudden now he's got this real heavy burden on his shoulders, and it's so disgusting, and he's truly sorry for it. He's very apologetic. It's so odd that, like, now he's really apologetic about it, now that he's been caught. It almost seems really disingenuous to me. But anyway, P. Diddy is one of the most well-documented monsters of the music industry, and it is shocking that he still is not in prison. But more and more evidence starts to come to light about this guy. I am optimistic that eventually he gets this release over here.
Requesting advanced weaponry!
Sending down support weapon. Additional reinforcement funding approved.
It's finally happening. P. Diddy has been arrested. Anything is possible. P. Diddy has gotten away with heinous crimes that tons of people
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
Oh, seriously?
The allegations that have existed
Fire in the hole!
has been overwhelming.
Sending in an eagle.
And now it's like
Jetpack inbound!
this
Calling down a support weapon!
Helldiver, you are moving outside the mission area.
Where the hell is it?
Objective nearby.
Oh.
Allegedly raiding enterprise that engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, and other crimes. He accused
Jetpack inbound!
Objective near your position.
That's only the tip of the iceberg. Also mentioned is that he had thousands of copies of the baby woman that was seized from his home.
That's called democracy!
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Get some! Reinforcing!
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Unjust prosecution by the U.S.
Objective critical stratagem available.
You back!
Objective critical stratagem available.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
They also have that video from beating the shit out of them recently.
You back!
And anyone who's given Tony video about it, Tony played it, understand it, they're it's all just so great. It's just the most thing that people said that they're disappointed in the decision by prosecutor that noted that he's been cooperating with the that they're actually trying to hold the house. When we're upset about that action. Yeah, it's awful crime. Asking my wife, why would you I'm just wondering, why would you try and punish me? We don't know yet. We don't know. Maybe.
Objective complete.
Calling in reinforcements!
This is a good thing. We can't. He's changed. He has changed so much. Look at this apology video. That's the series. It's a big man like Puff Daddy to take full responsibility after saying he's going to make no excuses. And he started to make no excuses about getting fucking rock bottom or whatever.
Calling down a sentry.
He said the only reason he's smiling is because it has no seat on it.
Rare sample collected! Throwing grenades! Now, take some democracy! Calling down a sentry!
Charges remains. Mystery right now. What's the name of this camp for kids? Where we're brainwashing kids and shit? What was it?
Additional reinforcement funding approved.
Get some! Get some!
Coffee flavored camp. That's right. Basically like abducted kids. That's exactly what they did, like abducted themselves. But that shit was before you ever adjusted again. The key hitting the flavor camp, you're like, hey, I don't remember the whole thing in a second, but there's a clip where
Calling down a support weapon!
he's got in plain sight, right under the nose for years.
I'm out!
That's so funny putting P. Diddy on suicide watch. You think the guy who's supposed to be responsible for his life is about to be like, don't do it.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Doing supply beacon.
In their connection with the only person right now that a lot of people are having their eyes on is Usher. I mentioned Usher about he didn't get arrested, and it's because Usher has gone on record talking about his time at the labor camp. Which again, I think is the most no shit ever. Like that just sounds like an evil, different organization.
Get some!
God.
Oh, that over here.
Oh, God.
Ah!
Oh, damn.
Ah!
I got you turned all the way up. Don't do this to me.
Fine.
Hey, yo, am I loud? Can y'all hear me?
No, you're loud.
Decent. Good,
Yeah, you're decent. Not loud.
Thanks. How's my music? Quiet, loud?
Oh, I can't even hear it. I hear a lot of explosions. I hear a lot of death happening. I'm glad I joined you, Dipper, because what the fuck is this?
Ow, I ran into a wall. Let me turn up my Game Boy a little bit.
I really love the new Spider-Man nerf.
Me too.
Like, that shit is so silly. No. Because even as a Spider-Man player, that nigga was annoying. No more symbiote shit. I'm tired of him, bro. Now niggas,
But
now
I don't
niggas when
understand
they
is why they had
see
to
me
nerf Thor. They turned bro into an awakening bot.
on me.
All I'm good for is just square, fucking trigger, square, trigger. Hammer
They
throw, trigger. Like, they took my whole combo, gang.
Right? What the fuck?
Oh, this is that mindless monster that I was telling you
Oh, yeah,
about.
the chainsaw. Oh, hell no. Go get his ass.
It got rid of all logical thinking head ass.
Oh, God, yeah. That nigga swinging left, right, head, nigga. That's all it needs.
Are y'all talking about that flesh mob?
Yeah.
No, I'm playing Stellar Blade.
Oh, I'm about to say.
I low-key thought he was in the party too, but I thought about it. That's why I stopped on my backwards.
That's enough, nigga. Damn.
You good.
Shut that shit up.
Let's get the extract.
Damn.
Okay, cool.
That nigga just did the backwards. Oh, no. Damn.
If you
I got him
can
in the
follow
animation
me,
trap. I gotta let him do his
the
little
army
shit.
infantry will follow you.
Damn. I thought I could survive it in the air. Yeah, hold on. Shing.
I swear to God, I stick him up and then my gun rob him. Hell no. Damn.
It's over, buddy.
Cut him in half. Damn, that was a crazy ass.
That's why I just switched the bit. I already knew what this fight be on.
That was the first angle too, just boom.
Right?
This fight was all up in the demo, bro, so I already knew.
He was like the perfect fit, right?
Well experienced for this fight.
Sorry, I had to get some supplies to refill my RPG.
This game does have like a whole boss rush thing that you can do with either builds you've had before, or you can do like the bare minimum, no fucking upgrades, no build, no nothing if you want to.
Fair sample collected.
Allah Akbar.
Yes, I get it, Adam. You don't have to drag my camera upwards. Jesus Christ. I
Boy,
can do that if I want to.
Damn.
What the fuck?
The ladder view was crazy, dog. That shit was wild.
This game
Holy
is crazy,
crap,
bro.
is that
Don't
a
say
frickin'-
it's the view.
Oh hell no! I'm killing that thing. I'm gonna kill that thing.
Damn near every tank got touched except for fucking Mag, bro. He gets a buff. and
They even
Tracer gets
touched
a little
Groot, and
buff.
that nigga never gets played in rank because they banned him.
Fair Magneto. Oh.
But the Squirrel Girl buff is so wild to me.
Right? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's actually insane, bro. They don't give a shit. Squirrel Girl buff and Thor nerf just really shows they don't even fucking play the game, bro. There's no way.
Like, even as
Not
a
on a competitive
Spider-Man,
level.
like as a Spider-Man man, I understand the nerf. But as a Squirrel Girl player, I do not comprehend the
It's
buff.
literally just a fat ass like poke buff dive nerf.
Like, they removed the Venom team up. They didn't
It's
remove the
smoking, it's
Spider-Man Squirrel Girl team up.
Shoot it. Shoot
The
its asshole.
Spider-Man
I just
Squirrel
opened.
thing? No, I think that's still on.
I got it.
That's gone too? I
No,
don't
the
remember.
Spider-Man and Squirrel Girl, no, you still have that.
They still
Yeah, I'm about to
got
say
that.
they didn't remove that, so I don't know why they buffed her. I'm like, what the fuck?
And they said made her easier to use, apparently. Like, whatever the fuck that means.
Basically, you can fire quicker between doing attacks that you shouldn't be able to fire quicker from. Like her
so
little.
they gave her animation cancels. Is what you're trying to say.
So pretty much, it's like, you know how she'll throw the acorn to bind you? There's like a period of time you can't shoot after that, which I don't even think is a lot, but they do. So you just do it even quicker now, so that I guess you can get 3 shots off.
I swear you
Shots
could
that now
animation
do
cancel
even
that
more.
anyway, couldn't you?
Like,
I
bro,
feel
we
like I've
don't
done
need that.
before.
We legitimately never needed that. All we do is shoot in a straight line. We shoot the ground, and it bounces and kills people. That was the last thing we needed. Squirrel Girls were chilling. They were just like, oh yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure every Squirrel Girl made is just like, oh yeah, I'm the most hated, I'm the most hated, I'm the most hated.
No, bro.
They were just chilling.
That's actually accurate.
Facts.
And my brother.
They weren't even like, yeah, they weren't even just like, man, I wish they would buff Squirrel Girl for real. These damn Spider-Mans are beating me up. No, they were just chilling, throwing nuts at people.
Bro,
Yup.
they literally just reverted all of the cap changes they made in Season 2. Season 2, they buffed his health and his ult charge. Season 2.5, they said, nah, put it back.
And seeing the Jeff, and seeing what happened to Jeff, ooh, they massacred my boy.
No, they massacred Jeff.
They massacred the little boy. Deserved. He was annoying. That nigga was dominating. That nigga was dominating more than Spider-Man.
Not reworked. That's crazy.
They nerfed him to the ground, bro.
I feel like the only thing. No. Listen, I think they only need to make 2 changes to Jeff. That was removing the knockout from his bubbles, and then like removing the forever underground shit. That was broken. That shit was stupid.
I can't hear them talking over Mighty's keyboard.
Right?
I'm leaving immediately, dude.
Nah, but I can't tell you can't hear them on the keyboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
You got the most clicky click, bro. Your shit sound like mine almost. Well, no, mine's
Oh,
definitely
that's
worse.
because it's closer, low key. I low key got a desk and I put that bitch together, and I'm low key using that bitch right now. That's why I'm like closer to my.
That's why this nigga's talking about how's the sound, how's this, how's that.
Oh god, yeah,
Maybe
I
that
got the
upgraded
new
setup.
spot now. Gee, I gotta
Type shit.
mix my whole audio real life type.
Ric Flair, whoop. I'm dead.
Wait, like you're sitting at a desk or you're still on your bed?
No, yeah, I'm sitting at a desk. Like I got a
shit.
chair and everything, motherfucker. Like the desk.
If you
is
got
just
it set up like that, what you could do is just bring your mic really close and set the audio really low, and then we wouldn't hear the keyboard, we'd only hear you.
Actually,
That would mean we'd only hear you when you're at your chair.
I could do that because I could just put it on the front of the stand. Hold on.
That's what those like tiny little stands are for that only like sit up a little bit off the desk.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, because I have that shit set up like behind my TV on like a stand, so I'm just put that bitch in front and then have that bitch closer. I'm pretty
That's
sure.
normally how it's used, like when motherfuckers use it in a PC setup.
Yes, I should. Okay, I'm gonna say that.
But Jeff getting the Jeffrey work is crazy. I'm glad they took
God.
the throw off on his bubble and like they shifted it to his main attack, but then they made his main attack that like what is it? 3 charges. He gets 3 shots and he has to piss on you. That's the only way to deal damage now. But the ground submerge thing being like a cooldown that he has to manage, that's cool. Should have been like that from the start. I think I gotta go fight my zombified best friend.
You got some Zawu with me too, bet you I get high.
The hour of our next victory rapidly approaches. Let us cleanse the galaxy of aliens.
For some reason, this game loves making you fight boss after boss.
That nigga went outside. He just gave up.
Of course. Because it can never be too easy. You know what? He might have the code.
I'm gonna bring the right rocket this time.
He did not have the code. There's a loot in there too. I'm gonna get to that.
3-5.
You fuck with the fit?
Damn.
Oh, you running, bro? You fuck with the fit? Yeah, look at that shit.
Damn, that's what y'all niggas been hearing the whole time? Hold on.
Yup.
The click clacking, he finally heard it.
No, because I went to the adjust mic audio shit to see how loud this shit was. I was like, damn, that's what y'all niggas was hearing the whole time I was in the game. I was like, y'all heard every single damn click, bro.
No, literally. That's how it be sounding when I play.
I got that shit on,
Playing
bro.
FNF and on keyboard, that's what it sounds
like.
Oh, God.
Hey, look at this shit, though. I got that sword on me.
Bro's got a saber.
You think he him for real?
Man, there's so many bodies to loot.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, this sword is fucking saving my life sometimes.
Holy crap! I got a HMG emplacement.
I got that M14 with the bayonet. You peeped it? Yeah.
That shit garbage.
You should pick it off his body whenever. You should kill him and then take his sword.
That shit does massive damage.
I literally have. I killed him with a grenade launcher and I took his shit and I was like, this sucks. No wonder we can't kill this damn spaceship.
You gotta have true aim, brother. The aim must be true.
It don't matter if my aim's true when 40 of them are coming at me, dude. I'm like, ha! You see how I just effortlessly killed that one guy?
You gotta show them what the legs be doing.
I am the storm that is approaching.
Yeah, we only got 10 minutes for some missions. I'm not about to be sitting there moving like goddamn Virgil just to shoot like 38 niggas in the head.
I am quite literally Virgil.
I ain't doing none of that.
Virgil got a lot of kids. Eve is one of them.
Eve is literally one of them. Kuching is one of them.
Miyabi is one of them.
Miyabi is literally his sister.
Hop on
That
the
shit is
game,
so
mighty.
crazy. When she
Shoot,
cut,
maybe
when
in
she
a bit.
cut the
I need a few
hollow,
more matches
she
real
cut the hollow like Yukine severed the heavens.
How
That
about
shit was
whenever I
insane.
find the next camp, Mighty, me and you hop on with them.
Yeah, y'all should do that.
That could be 5 minutes. That could be 20 minutes.
Y'all should make it take 5.
Nah,
I'm just kidding. Y'all should make. Y'all think
like 20. I need at
Now I'm
least
about to
3
say.
more
I think y'all
games,
should do like
I'm in a
20
sewer
minutes.
right now,
so
so
I
it'll
can
Yo,
probably take
different,
me a
bro.
minute.
This
What?
motherfucker's asking where his hug at, bro.
Where my hug at?
Where his hug at, bro? You better give him his hug.
Yeah, I don't know how. So.
You gotta go up to him and click X.
Okay, X. You hear me spamming this shit? Now he walking away all sad, bro. I'm trying.
all sad. It's crazy.
There you
Oh,
go.
this is
it
good
worked.
lighting.
He got his hug. Yeah. Get his hug.
Yeah, I feel like after you like breach level 100, you just become a pedophile or something. Let's see, we got.
What the fuck?
You throw it all away for a youngin.
What the fuck?
Yeah, chill. That's just what Juicebox said. He said, "Billion subs, time to go look for a youngin." Oh,
That shit got me dead as fuck. Cause that's true, bro. The motherfuckers be stupid on that shit. What the fuck?
Juicebox is such a weirdo, bro. Nigga was sending 90 heart. He was sending 90 like hearts of eggplants. Shit.
Damn, 90 was getting sexually harassed.
He blocked that nigga so immediately, bro. That shit was hilarious. He was like, "You're done. You're done.
You're done." I need to get some armor.
Notice how only us are covered in blood. This nigga gets drip and we don't. Also, why are you dressed like that dude from Seraph of the End? Now that I think about it, that is exactly who you are dressed like. Sure, they were both in a military setting, so that's why the outfits look exactly the same.
Say your bitch ass.
But the gloves and the cape? No, bro, y'all shouldn't. Nah.
This is good lighting.
Alright,
Oh, it was my fault.
Here, I'll let you get up. I'm honorable like that, even though you're a parasite. Weave.
Be honorable like that. Do you remember that last time you cut that nigga legs off?
That's very honorable. What do you mean?
You told him to stand up.
Exactly.
On what?
Die on your feet, G.
He can't stand. You cut his legs off and told him to walk.
I mean,
This nigga cut his legs off.
he got hands.
This nigga talk about some. I'm a charitable guy. He cuts his legs off. It's like, you should do stand up. Wait.
Yeah, you can stand up with your hands, like didn't that nigga Joe Swanson do it a couple
Womp
times?
womp.
Exactly.
Womp womp, little nigga. You can't actually stand up.
I mean, they will just start crawling. So.
Yeah, womp womp. Your upper body sunk, like type shit.
Oh damn, you got no legs. That's 5 big booms.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Like, bruh.
Here's 5 big booms. I'm sorry for your loss. For you, Kazaa.
Jablamo! Relish
tree. I got the fucking Devil May Cry trilogy, bro.
Man. I've never
Oh,
played
you are
the
right.
games.
The
I've
accuracy
literally
and
just learned
recoil on
everything
this
through
gun is
Me too, bro.
abysmal.
I never played the game. I just got the trilogy in my fucking closet.
I'm gonna hit this guy with a crazy parry.
Yeah, I've never played
Like everywhere I
Devil.
go,
I've
free your
literally never
Kazaa.
played a
Like
Devil
what the
game.
fuck?
Whoa! Fuck off me!
I've watched like so many Discord people play this game. It's insane. I know like half the combos. Super awesome, sexy style. I'm literally getting stun locked on some
crazy
stairs.
style.
You must bounce on it. I can't
Crazy style.
Crazy style.
Crazy style.
Hey yo, this guy's a homie. This guy's a
That shit
homie.
stuck in my head for a week. I had to go home.
I'm Mexican. I can roll my R's. Don't worry.
Like that nigga 90 had that shit in my head for a week, dog.
It's not fair, bro. He's got a fucking passive.
The
only passive I got is being able to smell the rain 30 minutes in advance.
Damn.
Yeah, my passive is to
Why can't you do it? You live in Texas.
No, wait, I always didn't live in Texas though. Like when I used to live somewhere else,
I turned the wrong corner and there was a lightning spear.
I remember being like, why would you move to Texas, bro?
What an idiot.
Now you're close to the
I know, right?
You're close to the vicinity of a ginger. I remember making all those jokes. Never mind. Also, I just got an upgrade.
Nigga said, never mind, I am a bad
people.
person. You right.
Hey, bruh, I'm a funny person. Don't get it twisted.
I'm a funny person.
Bro, that shit hurt your feelings. That's on you, type shit. Like, not me.
She knows I'm joking.
Exactly.
She knows
that
I'm
shit got me dead.
And I got a binder with blackmail, so there ain't nothing she can really do about it.
Yep.
Talking about.
You don't remember, Mike?
Wait, what?
Actually, wait, no, you weren't there. It was me and Asuka, that's right.
Leaked info.
That boy don't want to. That boy don't want to
wait, you said
associate
you could
anything with
blackmail her? I
Evangelion
remember you
at
saying
all.
that shit, some shit like that.
And I'll leave it at that. I can't,
Oh,
obviously,
God,
I can't
yeah,
tell you what
remember
it
that.
is.
Oh god, that shit funny as hell though. Hold on. That nigga almost dropped the clip one time. She was like, no, no, no. I was like, I remember that.
I would never, bro. Chances of going to college would go down the drain.
Oh god, yeah.
Also, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I am confused.
Oh, I finally found the purple light that's been tormenting me. Never mind.
Wait, no,
Freaking
that's
two of
not how
them.
it works. The ATF, the DMV.
Light.
Holy shit, Light, you're alright.
The fact that it's just bass boosted, like ear rapingly loud for no reason. No, honestly, that would have made the show 10 times better. Not even gonna lie.
Like, no, imagine just Death Note, but the character's stupid. Everybody has the IQ of 47 at max.
Death Note, but you can't hear any of the internal monologues.
Fucking redneck Light.
That'd be even worse than Psyche K. Because Psyche K is like 100%
I was gonna say all of
internal
it
monologue.
is internal monologue though, because that boy don't be speaking.
I know, but at the same time, Light
a
be
metal
spending
bull.
a whole scene. He be spending like the whole scene doing some revolutionary shit. So we'll just be you watching this dude's expression go absolutely buck wild. I'm L. And then he just looks at him for like 5 minutes. Then goes, oh, okay.
Outpost destroyed.
Oh my god, it's a Leviathan. Oh my god,
DMV.
it's a Leviathan!
The IRS. The DMV.
Right. I don't
No,
see why that can't
that's
work.
not how it works.
I don't see why that can't work.
Right?
Like, what's stopping that from working, realistically?
Dead ass.
No, I saw another one where Light actually destroyed the entire world.
Damn.
He just kept killing all the good YouTubers and shit.
Damn.
The developers are one shot! He killed Toby Fox. He killed the developers for one shot.
Toby Fox catching a straight
He killed Solid. He killed Solid CJ. The guy he killed the comic ones.
What the hell,
And
man?
I'm like, damn,
Okay,
bro. He's like,
let's
Light, you messed it all up. He's like, Elon Musk, and the world gets figured out.
Damn, they said Elon. That's crazy.
No. The best part about that the best part about that was not only did it fix all the wrongs he did, but it pushed society forward 500 years.
That's crazy. How the fuck is getting
He's
rid
like-
of Elon take society?
He's like, holy crap, Light.
He's holding
you
us
did
back,
it.
bro. What do you mean?
You
He's just
actually
in
did
Trump's
it.
ear like a little fucking demon. Devil on his shoulder.
Barack Obama.
His AI is literally smarter than
Why
him.
Barack? Hold up. Why Barack? Why Barack catch us stray? Hold up.
He caused a lot of shit.
He did cause a lot of shit.
He pressed that red button a few too many times.
A few too many times.
Damn.
That boy Trump. That boy Trump came in and was just like, "Hey, I'm not him. I ain't gonna do. I know I was talking crazy, but like, I'm not. I'm really not trying. Like Kim. We can be friends. We can have lattes and shit." He came over there with no security guards and was like, "I'm friendly. You see, I'm friendly." Had a satellite ready to orbital cannon this nigga the moment he tried something for sure though.
Not for real. He was moving like Cecil, bro. He had to go.
Right?
He had to go. Like, yeah, first black president, that's nice and all. His wife fucked up a lot of shit. He was moving like Cecil. He had to go. He's a motherfucker from Invincible that was using his money like willy-nilly.
He's a fucking asshole, bro. Straight dickhead.
Alright, type shit.
He's like the most government fucking
I gotta
asshole
find
you would
a link
know.
to watch that shit on.
I'm reinforcing our boy, and I'm being killed.
I made a steak.
A steak?
A steak?
A steak? Yes.
Mark, this is good. We can finally be bees.
I sent this to my brothers,
This
but it
isn't
was
our
only.
world, but we
I
can
sent
be
this to my
bees.
brother without
We can be
context.
bees.
Like, not the bees one. I just sent it. It's all title cards. It's like.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
and he. I'm just like I said the invincible situation is insane. ... This nigga's
That's
about
what
to
happens
block
when we
me.
don't got no episodes, bro.
Nigga about
For
to
real.
block me.
Mark, we can finally be
We
bees.
can finally be bees. This
like-
isn't our world, but we
He's
can
like,
be
Ethan,
bees.
what are you talking about, bro? Nigga, what are you talking about?
We can live for around 30 years.
30 years. Like they
That's crazy.
rounded the Viltrumite lifespan. They like included the DNA from Viltrumites in the bees and said
Bro, you know what's
30
funny?
years.
We should send Mighty all the brain rot shit, so then when he goes to watch the show, he's gonna be
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
No,
Yeah, oh
he's
God.
gonna see the table scene.
I
He's gonna
understand
see
that
the table scene.
reference.
He's gonna be like, guess
He's gonna
who's
hear,
finally
are you
getting
sure?
his
And he's gonna
powers.
get fucking Vietnam
Are you
flashbacks.
Dead ass.
So
bro.
a trash bag, to a trash, he's gonna be like, ah, return from death.
Are you sure?
Man.
Pretty sure.
Y'all niggas just sound crazy to me right now.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all niggas lost the screw, bro.
He lost the plot, bro. He lost
This
the
is what
plot.
brain rot sounds like to the like anyone else.
Literally.
We can finally be bees.
This isn't our world, but we can be bees. Ow,
We
that
can
fucking
be
attack was crazy.
bees.
Ah, you
You're
little
fighting
shit.
so that you can watch everyone die.
Hold on. Kamehameha.
We do not need to be doing any of that on Stellar Blade. Why do we need
Quite literally firing a Kamehameha.
This nigga's lying. Hold on. I don't know. Proof? No, keep that one on, bro. Every time it's at like a 50-degree angle, it's cinema. I know, but that's the only one that's like low key tasteful with it. Bro, jeans are disgusting, bro. I know you own 30 pairs, bro. No, if it's pure yellow, bro, there's no way she making that work. I don't know. That's my personal view. That's not yellow. That is pretty gross. I ain't even gonna lie. How do you have fishnets and then carbon fiber on top of the fishnet? That doesn't make any sense. She looks like a prisoner wearing Louis Vuitton. This shit doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, look. It'd be funny as
She
hell.
got that Gucci inmate suit. Like that's
Gucci flip flop.
Oh God.
Say the rest. Go ahead, sing the rest for us.
Good God, like
Nah,
finish the
I'm good. I'm
clip.
good.
Finish the clip,
I'm
nigga.
good.
Nah, go
I know
ahead.
that song. Yeah, finish the clip.
Uh-huh.
No, you finish it, bro. I don't
No,
remember
you
that
finish
shit.
it. Did I bring it
I
up?
don't remember that
Did
shit.
I bring it up?
You started it. It's your
Who
clip.
brought it up? Go ahead, bro. Mr. Gucci over here. Nah,
Oh, God,
go over
Gucci.
it. Go over there. Come on, Billy Badass.
Oh,
Timmy
Okay.
Tough Knuckles over here.
Motherfucker pulling up the TikTok comments.
Exactly. Alright, Brandon Bricklesticks. Get it going. Get it going.
I'm not getting hit by that.
Oh,
Oh, damn, he missed. He wanted, he dodged.
Like, can you imagine
My
going
God,
up to...
Super
Can
Earth
you
is not on
imagine
fire
still
no
being
more.
in
We're actually
school,
winning
right?
the war.
You're in your school, right? You go up to your math teacher and you just go, "Let me
How dare you, brother? How dare you?
know," and he just looks at you like you're actually autistic, bro. Like,
yeah, every math teacher
Hey,
will
keep the
look at
fit.
you.
Look
Keep
at
the
one
fit.
autocannon.
he's just like, "Why are you in mainstream, nigga?" Let me Let me know.
Oh, you got
Keep the fit. Keep the fit. I got this shit on.
And the worst part is that everybody else in your class gonna know exactly what you're doing too, so they gonna start. And then he gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's it. We're cooked. We're finished." Why are there so many jellyfish? Alright,
I just
I'm gonna
peeped.
go start another.
I found a
mission.
save. Okay, I'm hopping on Helldivers. I don't know how long that was, but it was a decent amount of time, I'd say.
Alright, we're
Alright,
returning to my ship.
Oh, that's just gay shit. How the fuck?
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Mighty, you trying to make that the last game?
Yeah.
I guess I'll leave Conan. Oh,
Some
Conan
fuck
left
shit
us.
just keeps happening, bro. Like,
Bro's fighting shotguns.
Wait, what game is Mighty playing?
Oh, but yeah, look, I got this boss challenge we could do.
Niggas over there popping Kamehameha waves on Stellar Blade. I'm fighting for freedom, and this nigga's on Brawl Hollow.
Brawl. Why you say it like such a bad thing?
Brawl Hollow.
That nigga's on Tactic Nigga Brawl Hollow. Toxic Central Brawl Hollow. Who the hell is that?
I see a level 13.
This nigga said, "I see a level 13, hold on, and I see a stinky, and I see a nigga who hasn't showered in months."
Mission coordinates lost.
So you know that absolutely infuriating mission where you have to repel the invasion fleet?
I
I
probably
have the
don't since I'm
solution
level
to it.
13.
Don't mind him, he's a rage baiter, bro. Don't mind him.
I'm not a
Don't
rage
mind
baiter.
him.
Shut the fuck up, Eric.
Hey, what's up, Switch?
Do nothing but level 10s. Nothing
I'm
but repel
doing
invasion.
nothing but level 10s. I
Yeah,
got
but do
you. I'm not
nothing.
an heretic.
Yeah, we gotta take this man to... Oh my god, I gotta tell you something fucking funny. Yesterday I was playing, no, it was fucking yesterday. I was playing I dropped in on this dude, his name's Dr. Pathogen. I'm about 9